Hi, and welcome to my channel. I'm Deb. This is Content with Deb, and I share information about content marketing and I do product reviews to help you grow your business. Today, we're going to take a look at Formwise.ai. Now, this is a ChatGPT based platform that lets you create almost any kind of tool that you can think of. For example, a business idea generator. You can create a form where you have your audience enter details like their hobbies or their interests, and the form will spit back with ideas on how they can on the kind of businesses they can create. Or you can create a wedding vow generator if you're an event manager, where people can enter a few details like their names and what they love about their partners, and the AI will take the details that people put into the form and then give out an output with a beautiful wedding vow. So I'm going to show you how I created a content strategy tool with Formwise AI. And we're going to look at how you can use the tool as well to create virtually anything as long as you're using the form format. I've already created a content strategy form. I'm going to show you how it works. So we're going to take a look at the preview of this form and enter a few details. Now, content strategy is a very planned way to create blog content or other types of content, but you're doing it in a very deliberate way. You're doing it so that you build authority, you're doing keyword research, and you're making it relevant to your industry and providing information that helps your audience. The idea is that when you have a content strategy, your blog content becomes more meaningful. It creates authority, it looks good, and it could make your website rank higher more deliberately, so that you're not really just throwing things at the wall to see what sticks. In my content strategy form, I'm going to ask people to write what their business or product name is. For example, let's have Joe's chain of refrigerators. Spelling's wrong, but it's okay. Industry that we're in is high end electronics. Customers are restaurant and hotel owners, or the restaurant and hotel industry, and their pain point is that they have they need good servicing and fridges that work for a long time. And the last question is where I wanted people to give me their email so that I could reach out to them if they felt like they wanted my content strategy services. So we have a simple form, but what makes it magical is that I can ask the AI to create content immediately for my audience. You know how there are these name generator tools and business idea generator tools? Like, if you were a person who didn't have IT knowledge or programming information, you would have needed to hire a team to help you build you something like that. But because of AI, we have a tool that you can build in literally minutes that gives you pretty accurate information that helps you build an entire tool. So let's take a look at what we have over here. So we have an AI generated content strategy tool. We have a little introduction, and we have the buyer's journey kind of model. This is an instruction that I asked my AI to use when giving an answer. So we have here, it gives the first stage of content building, and it suggests topics like the top 5 reasons your refrigerator might be failing, how to tell if your refrigerator needs servicing, importance of regular maintenance. So this addresses the first stage of the buyer cycle. Then we have the second stage, where you have more specific blog posts that guides people to finding specific solutions for their problems, choosing the right refrigerator for your restaurant, tips to maintain your commercial refrigeration system. In the next section, we have ideas for the decision stage where your user is now going to look at how at specific companies and brands that they will invest in to solve their problem. So we have the top rated commercial refrigerators for restaurant and hoteliners, the benefits of investing in energy efficient refrigeration, and so on. This addresses the decision stage of the buying cycle. And in the last stage, where we want to actually push sales, we have blog posts saying why Joe's chain of refrigerators is the ultimate solution, the benefits of choosing Joe's, and how Joe's is revolutionizing the industry. So, this isn't a perfect content strategy, but it is a wonderful way to provide information to your audience that's way more customized and instantaneous. And if somebody is happy with this, they can then send me their email and I can get in touch with them for a very specific and useful content strategy. In this way, you can really build any tool. I chose to build a content strategy tool because that's what I know. So I want to show you what makes this tool like work, and what makes it work is the personality. This is where you basically give instructions to the AI to tell them what they should do with the information that your audience gives to you. For example, I asked my I asked my audience, like, what's your business name? What industry are you in? So on and so forth. Now, I instructed this personality, Dev, the content strategist, to start with the description of the first answer. Start with a small description of what a content strategy can do for Joe's refrigeration. And then I take another input and say, create the first section of the content strategy with broad informational post titles that address the first section, that address the first stage of the buyer's journey, and so on. Now, this isn't even a good prompt for the AI, but it still did a decent job with what I said. I could probably improve the instructions over here so much more and get better results. And that's what you can do as well. So basically, you can tell the AI tool, take this input, create something for me, and help my audience get answers right away. And there are so many things you can do in this way. For example, I'll show you right now. I'm going to make a wedding vow generator. This could be anything. This could be a website name generator. This could be a tool that does math problems. And before you would have needed an entire team to make this happen. But you have this. This is where you create your form. As you can see, you just click on a button and you get more form fields. And now I'm going to just take a bunch of prompts that I wrote previously and copy them. The first question is, what is your partner's name? When did you first meet your partner? And how did you feel when you realized your partner was the one? And let's add another open question. What's the first thing you love about your partner and why? And finally, what do you promise your partner eternally? Let's just go with a few things right now. Now notice this, each question has a label, at Q1 answer, at Q2 answer. You need to remember that. So this is like a minor flaw that I found with Formwise. I feel like it could develop better so that you're not, when you do, create the personality and give the AI instructions on how to treat the information, when you go back and forth, it's kind of difficult to remember what stood for what. So I'm going to say Grace the wedding wow expert. So this is basically the area where I give instructions for what the AI should do. So take a look. I'm going to use very simple English language. I'm not a programmer clearly from the way I'm doing things. So let's see how the AI needs to treat the input put in this form. Write a wedding. Vow for Q1. That is where the partner's name comes in. And create a descriptive story of how I met you for the first time using the information in Q2. Then add a quote about love and how I will always carry out promises I make in Q5. So I've left out Q3 and Q4, quite frankly, because I don't remember what those labels were. And this is something that Formwise.AI could improve on. I'm going to save this personality, and the form is kind of done. I've added questions, I've added the personality. This is the basics of what you need. And I'm going to activate the section that says display results. As you can see, you have options to use webhooks, to create an email form submission, or redirect the form once people enter some details. Now let's take a look at what this tool can do. Let's see if how the wedding vow generator is going to look. So you can do much better than I did. Just make sure that you add the right details and give better instructions. My partner's name is Andy. I met my partner at the beach party, and it would be great to be a little more descriptive. He was laughing and looking good. And how did you feel when you realized partner was one? Felt like my whole world came together. The first thing you love about your partner and why? I love a sense of humor because it lightens my day. What do you promise my partner? Eternally to be honest and faithful. It's more likely that the people you give this form to will be far more detailed, and you can of course improve the prompts, make them more detailed, add things like gender and stories and stuff like that. But I told the AI with the personality option how to treat the input. Let's see what it does with it now. It just takes a minute. I think I should instruct the AI to restrict the word length, but here we go. We have an instant AI response. Andy, my love, I stand here before you today, blessed beyond measure to have found you. Okay, here's where it goes off a little bit. It says, descriptive story of how I met Andy for the first time. It was at a summer party, he was laughing, blah, blah, blah. But it does a good job. It says, as I walked towards him, my heart pounding fast and fast with each step. So when I saw his eyes twinkle, I knew it was fate. This is good. And then a quote about love. As Maya Angelou said, love recognizes no barriers, so on and so forth. I promise to always carry out the promises I make to you, Andy, because our love is worth hurdling over any obstacle to be together. So basically, it did a decent job with the limited input that I gave, as well as with the very poor sort of personality that I built for it. And this is where you can be very clever. You can be far cleverer than I am right now, and be great with the kind of form that you build. But the point is that you have an AI tool right now that can do for you in minutes what you would need a team to take a couple of maybe weeks or months to build for you. And this is just incredible. And best of all, there are many tools that you don't have to build yourself. Formwise AI has a community driven marketplace where you can find different tools based on your needs. For example, you have your email script generator, you have an SEO article generator, you have everything like just here. And all you have to do is like use the template, add it to your workspace, and build a tool. And then with the embedding options that Formwise offers to you, add this to your website so that it looks like you're offering a suite of tools related to your industry right there. People can interact with your site, people can get some initial details, and this will make them more familiar with you and eventually reach out to work with you, making you more money, driving you more traffic, providing more value. So this is what Formwise is all about. I hope you've gotten a sense of its power. All you're using is your natural English language, your natural way of speaking and writing to create an incredible tool that gives an output just based on the kind of input people give you. There's like no limit to what you can do with this. So I suggest that you check out the links below in the description and think about trying a 7-day trial with Formwise. It's also very, very affordable. And I just want to let you know that if you do buy Formwise, I get a commission from it, which helps me run my blog. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, do leave it in the comments section. I'll be happy to address them. Thank you.